as you saw from our last video, we might have broke something. We might have had some failures. We're gonna try to get something right today. First up is gonna be the drive assembly, the old drive wheel. Basically, if we put the drive wheel in incorrectly, it's probably gonna be like my English. It's not gonna work right or nobody's gonna understand how it goes. So that geometry is gonna play a big role into body fitment. Key into body fitment is making sure that the front wheel is positioned correctly and we can get everything underneath the body. Number 3 here, steering assembly. Bigger deal is, on the crazy carts, it's at a 90. Like this, you know, your bus assembly. Go down to your local Long Beach Transit and watch her drive. She's doing it like this. Well, we want to be like the FD guys, like that. Maybe cruising down Main Street, like that. But we want to be driving like a regular car. And steering assembly and the geometry of the steering assembly is crucial at this point. Let's get some tools out here, get some chopping and cutting and doing what Brad does best. Get her done!
All right, let's check out the progress on the Crazy Cart XXL. Woo! Bad Daddy Braddy.
You got me.
What are you doing?
I'm struggling with life here.
It looks like you're doing pretty good, man.
I'm doing actually great. It's just, I'm coming to the point now where I gotta kind of get some kind of a body on it. We're finding that getting the steering in the right angle is difficult, but also giving us the room that we need for our body is causing problems.
Wait, what body are you putting on this?
A Caden, why don't you bring in what I got over here?
What? Oh my God. Jeez. Rip some donies.
No, we burned them up.
Aw, you killed it already?
Well, we tried to throw an extra battery in there.
Oh, you guys wait. So you went and bought is this a Frozen?
We might have slightly modified the old Frozen car. We got to turn this old production music off here, but we might have took 2 batteries and wired her up old 24 volt in order to get her to move.
So you bought this thing on Craigslist or something and immediately broke it.
Of course, isn't that how we do it?
So this is going on that? This will fit over that?
This was the idea. The idea was trying to make the Crazy Cart cool. You know, trying to make it, you know, somewhat individualized. So you don't look like all the rest of the Crazy Carts out there.
Are we about to build Justin Pollock's car as a Crazy Cart?
Yeah, maybe we can invite him down here to try to drive it.
Yeah, let's do Falcon, Teal, and Blue and everything. Hey, well, get to f***ing work. I want to see this thing party.
Thank you, sir.
All right, man. I keep hearing a lot of noise, a lot of weird noise.
This is Long Beach FD. We might have just hit a wall, okay?
Oh my God.
Little duct tape, some zip ties. Think about it like this. 100 miles an hour going into a corner and then stand back, Hert. There we go, Justin Pollock all over again.
Luckily, JTP has conquered Long Beach this year, so.
I'm just stoked that we got the body cut apart. So now we'll get some mounts made and get her more origamically looking perfect. I'm happy that our dimensions fit inside of our FD body.
Fit.
French
add some more cow. You may as well add some ITBs on this bad boy. Is this going to be a shitty corn instead of the old teal and blue? That's kind of cool. Yeah. That's gonna be cool when we're.
Especially when we put a bash bar. You know, we're gonna do the bash bars on here, so it actually has like a push bumper bash bar. That's gonna look really nice.
We should get like a little Hoonigan.
Oh no, we'll custom plate it. Yeah, we'll custom plate it and everything.
That's the look I'm going for. I know this sticks out here. When you put the bash bars in here, like
and when it's painted and everything.
And then I'd really like to do skirts too. And
so you can slam it.
Yeah, it'll look slammed.
Yeah.
It'll give the appearance of slam.
Yo, I'm getting excited for this. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, and then we've got these wheels that'll look really good on the side. Like, let's pull the fender up so it actually has a fitment.
Woo! Cambered out?
Cambered out, floating.
Thank you for all your hard work, Bad Daddy. And thank you for all your hard work. Nelson is now producing Garage. Kyle had to go about his business, but
got to go back to the farm, help out his fam.
Yeah, you know, you got to do what you got to do. Always got to take care of your fam.
Who can say where the road goes?
but because of this beautiful man, the show must go on. I'll let you guys get it.
Funny little thing that I was taught a long time ago, and it works real well for mounting bodies, panels, or anything else. You basically take a piece of tubing and you put a nut inside of it and you weld the seam. And it looks something like, kind of like that. You're gonna take your tube, find a shoulder nut, like this. See how it has that little shoulder on it? And put it in the tube. See how that thing sits right inside there? Then you're gonna weld this lip. This is gonna give you a tube that you can put a bolt on. And that's what you get. And that's what we're gonna use to mount underneath the body right here to bolt the body on. Good morning. More problems, more headaches, and all my fault. Today, we gotta get the steering going. As you can tell, I look good on my body, and my body looks good on me. But we got no steering. So we need to figure out how we're gonna get our beautiful NRG steering wheel, you know, working like that. So, first things first, got front end off. Start configuring the way of putting this steering wheel on. Let's get her done! Got our front wheel here. We modified the height, which is basically the difference between the center of the wheel here and where we bolt it to the frame itself. By lowering this, we made the chain shorter. So if you look at this one, it's long from here to here. And if you look at this one, it's short from here to here. This is all so that we can get that body height, that angle for the steering. Everything that we were talking about fighting is all have to do with this wheel right here. Well, like a lot of chains, it didn't come with a master link. It's basically a sealed chain. A lot of these systems, you'll see, they don't have any place where to cut the chain. The whole chain itself is uncuttable. Well, that doesn't mean that you can't cut it. It just means that this chain is preset to length. What we did is we cut the chain, you know, cut a couple links out. And what we do is we cut the little sides and we knock off one side. That leaves you with a link, kind of like this. Well, that link, we need what's called a master link. And the master link will have a pin on the other side. And we'll be able to put our chain back together after we modified the length. So basically we took 4 links out, and those 4 links are the length of the difference of here to the difference of here. We are going to put these threads on this stem. So when we're done, we need no more than the 4-inch height we have here, but we need the 4-inch height here with those threads on it. All right? So cheap Brad, he's gonna cut this, cut that, weld that back onto here, and call it a day. Probably an expensive Brad would buy the tool and rethread this. So let's go to cheap Brad. Right now, I'm gonna go home and try to re-engineer or Brad engineer or come up with some kind of great idea, but I think we're gonna come up with something that comes off to the sides in order to re-support the steering shaft. Because the car's design is to go sideways. And with that design in mind, we need to reinforce this area right here. We got the car working, we got batteries in, we got it actually to move. I'm actually happy with the way the body sits and the way that you're sitting inside of the body. Our bigger problem, and the problem that I've said from the very beginning, because on any project you'll always find that one thing that haunts you to the very end, is the steering. But we will make this happen. So this is round 3. This sucks. This really does suck. Today, we are not using a bearing here. We are gonna use a sleeve. The idea behind this sleeve versus using the bearing, it goes this way and this way, which was causing our steering wheel to have all sorts of extra play. We're using the sleeve, which does nothing. It can't turn this way, it can't turn this way. It can only allow a rod to go through. I'm praying, which I don't do very much, give us the solution to our problem. So hopefully we have an origamically correct steering wheel. This gives it the proper stabilization. Now that you guys have Brad's knowledge, we can try to get this to work. I did it. I don't know if I did it right, but I did it. And I got her ready for some Hert testing. Steering wheel installed. Front glass, maybe need a little bit of trimming. What we finally came up with at the very end of all this, horribly fabricated by me, steering system. Please don't copy this or try this at home. You will probably get hurt and it will end up costing you a lot of money and time. But for us, it's exactly what we need. So we are going to utilize this nice NRG steering wheel, NRG quick release, and the Brad fabbed steering column. Oh my God, does that look horrible? But it works. So working and horrible is all good for Brad. We'd like to thank this guy over here. Josh, let's give us a big hand and a high five.
Josh?
Oh, I'm sorry. Casey, that's Josh.
Just call him Lip.
No, Lips. Casey, his new name is Lips. I want all you women to see, look at these beautiful lips. He fixed the chain. This is the chain master right here. So let's get it Hert tested and approved. Once it's Hert tested and approved, then Brad's gonna doll this little up. All right, we need to know. The magic 8 ball, if you guys all know, tells all. And if you shake it and wait for an answer, it will tell you the truth. I'm sorry to tell you guys.
My reply is no.
Well, ask him if you're gonna get hurt.
Am I going to get hurt? Yes.
What does it
It
say?
says no again.
There we go, then we're fine.
Oh my God. It's a little tight. Oh shit. Oh, this is sketchy. Oh my God. Oh, this is not good. This doesn't work. It over centers. Slam that thing. Benny, try this.
He's a riding driver, okay? A riding driver.
It's a nice vehicle, but
Okay, first of all, it's called Drive and Drive, Brad.
No, it's riding driver. We changed it earlier.
because these boogers look.
Hey. The welds didn't break, the engineering sucks, okay? No, I think we just broke it. He did.
What do you mean? I broke what?
I broke the welds off, look.
Oh my God.
They were only tacked on there. I can fix that real quick.
Right here.
Check this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn, Brad broke another GoPro.
That was an amazing crash, by the way. Everything came flying off. That was so good. That was the best
I'm
crash.
gonna retire my driving.
That's one of the best crashes we've had here in a long time. That was amazing.
Good drive.
Wow.
Brad, this way you're only meant to drive in a straight line.
Brad, you totaled it. That was the best crash.
Man, it's not tall guy friendly, that's for sure. Hang on, let me get your windshield out.
Whoa, hey, buddy.
The steering is
Super sketchy.
Dan driving it, it's sick.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't drive it like that.
Hert just said this thing is sick now.
Well, because
It's on fire!
Where?
It's the speed controller, isn't it?
It's gotta be.
Oh, something's smoking. No, it's the motor.
Oh yeah, the motor. We just fried our first motor.
Oh.
That's all right. We got a new motor coming. Had a bigger speed control. This was a stock one. This was just still the original shit we were using from the junkyard.
I think if you widen the rear, Dan showed that they work, so it just needs a little finessing so that the
Widen the rear.
Yeah.
Add some more whatever power we can to it, and then.
Yeah, but the problem is we gotta fix the steering angle because he had the brake strapped
So
up
he can-
because you can't steer one hand.
no, because
so
literally quarter turn.
It's tiny.
good job crashing it.
Yeah, that was the highlight of my day. Highlight of my week even.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
This wall has a lot of like.
You might
Memories.
need to see the chiropractor because it really looked like you crashed your car. Can you just finish the video? That's the rap. The rap is just. It's nice to see someone else crash. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Blow their hood out. Now it just looks like every other Mustang.